Hello everybody, my name's TankRunner, and welcome to another episode of Drawing Roulettes and World Building. Today we're going to continue working on our project to create a new Pokemon region. Last episode we worked on the Pokemon you can find on our region's eastern coast. Pentula, the little penguin Pokemon, who evolves into Makatula, and then Boonjatula, Larock, the coral snake Pokemon, who evolves into Corvius, and Seal, the blubber Pokemon, who evolves into Dugong. In this video, I'll be covering Route 3 of our region and the new Pokemon you can find there, but I want to kick us off with a few updates and some world building. So if you're not interested in that and just want to skip to the part where you get to see all the adorable monsters, here's a time code for that. First off, for those of you that may have missed my last upload, the channel got a shout out from a larger creator, Deadbed Spread, and since then I've gained a significant amount of subscribers, so once again, a big thank you goes out to him. And to all my new viewers, welcome! You're only gonna regret this decision a little bit. Second, we have some more awesome news. I've finally hit YouTube Partner, which means I'm getting paid now, so all you I don't need any of you anymore. No more dealing with your bullshit, no more brain dead conversations with you Dunning-Kruger-ass motherfuckers. No, what? What? I what? I still need them. I still need them. Yeah, that was a joke. Seriously though, I just wanted to be open with you guys about this and say thank you. Every day I get closer and closer to being able to create things as a career, and that is exclusively because you guys support me. I can't promise that things will stay the same forever, because there are a lot of projects that I've always wanted to do but never had the chance, and there's going to be new content at some point that might not be exactly like the stuff I do now, but what I can promise is that I'm just going to continue being me, and I hope that's enough. So don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna start putting ads all through my videos and selling out to big corporations for off amounts of money. That all being said, I'd like to take the time to tell you guys about Raid Shadow Legends! Have you ever wanted to waste time tricking yourself into thinking you're playing a game on your phone while you're sitting on a toilet? Well, guess what? For a limited time only, you can leave a comment below with this code to receive a new hero or whatever the That's right, I'm in the game now. Subscribe and like this video, and I'll also give you 1,000 of all of the 35 currencies in the game. None of them do anything and have zero value. Use real life money, you We last left off on Route 6, showing off a new batch of Pokemon you'd find on the eastern coastline. Route 5 and 6 brought the player north, but today we're going to jump back down to the southern road for the first optional path of our region. We're going to be taking the player from the low valleys of our wild area to the mountain peaks of Route 3. The base of the mountain will lead you past a few ranch-style homes and farmland, separated by rolling hills slowly raising in altitude. Once again, like a few other routes in my region, the main path is more of a suggestion than a demand, but traversing the mountain will become more difficult the farther up you go if you don't stick to the trail. When rocky formations begin to appear and the grass becomes sparse, you'll start to notice small caverns and tunnels dug into the side of the mountain, which, if you're not careful, you can easily get lost in. So make sure you're well equipped, especially if you plan to search for some fossils while you're here. As you approach the summit, it begins to snow. This is one of the only environments in our region where that's even possible, giving you the perfect chance to add a fairly rare typing to your team, an ice Pokemon. But it won't just be new Pokemon you'll be seeing on Route 3. Here's the full list of all the Pokemon you can catch in the area, from most common to rare, with open slots for new Pokemon designs I'm about to show off. Let's get started. A few weeks ago, I started working on an idea to make a Pokemon that was similar to Cast Form. I was originally going to add terrain effects into the mix too, but decided to save the terrain aspect for a different Pokemon, because my idea was to make a Pokemon that was trained to be effective no matter their environment. And weirdly, the weather conditions in the game seem more closely related to that than terrain conditions do. So here's what I've come up with so far. It has a rock, ice, water, and fire type form, corresponding to sandstorm, hail, rain, and sunlight. These changes in type can happen in two different ways. One, when it uses a move that shares a typing with one of its 4 forms, it changes to that type, causes the weather effect, and uses the move. Not necessarily in that order. Whether 2 buffs are added to a Pokemon after or before an attack is the difference between a decent Pokemon and a broken one, so I want to think about it a little bit more before I choose. And 2, you can give this Pokemon a rock to hold, and that rock will change the Pokemon's type, saving you a turn in battle if you know what type of Pokemon your opponent is going to use beforehand, or if you have a preference. This Pokemon also has the ability to evolve, but I'll be covering those evolutions and this design in more detail in a later video, when I've had more time to discuss this Pokemon with you guys in the comments below. Zephyr, the Blue Heller Pokemon. Zephyr is one of the most adaptable Pokemon ever discovered, its down coat allowing it to deal with any harsh environment with ease. Because of this, Zephyr are regularly used as service pets all around the world, aiding humans in a myriad of ways, ranging from farm work like protecting and herding livestock in the dry heat, to search and rescue teams in wet and freezing temperatures. The next design we have here is only found at the snowy peaks of the mountain, but are not actually the rarest Pokemon to be found in the area overall. To find the rarest Pokemon in this route, you'll have to spend some time around the caves and tunnels in the area, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For now, we're going to cover an animal that took me a lot of time to find information on. I wanted to find a bird to base this design off of that would make sense to be in this area. A bird that wouldn't mind the cold weather, and I landed on the painted honey eater, an animal that is frequently seen during the colder seasons because a lot of the sweet fruit that they like to eat only grow around that time. Frigidie, the honey eater Pokemon. Unlike most flying types, Frigidie love the cold, which draws a lot of attention to them during colder seasons, considering many Pokemon similar to them migrate during that time. The reason for this is their diet. They primarily eat the fruit and sap of plants that only bloom during winter, forcing them to grow accustomed to staying in one place all year round. Frigidie have indirectly saved a few of these specific plants from extinction, spreading the seeds of their fruit around the base of trees, assuring that more fruit will be available for them next year. 2022 is going to be an awesome year for the channel. I have new content on the way, and a lot of them are pretty big projects. I have a lot of Pokemon and D&D related episodes coming down the pipeline as usual, but I also have more funny animations on the way. I'm in the early stages of making a video game for you guys. I'm even working on setting up the ability to stream as well. Needless to say, a lot of this stuff is going to take a lot of work, and it might slow down the frequency of my uploads. So, if you're willing and capable, I'd really appreciate it if you took the time to think about supporting my channel over on Patreon. It'll help improve the channel while also giving you a bunch of cool stuff as well. Link in the description. Ragnahawk, the evolved form of Frigidie. Where Frigidie tend to stay near the base of their trees, hiding out in vines and thorns, harvesting the fruit they grow, Ragnahawk perch at the top of the tree, keeping an eye on their surroundings. Ragnahawk have been known to fly around in the clouds, especially during thunderstorms, building up in an electrical charge. These Pokemon are extremely fast, but in this charged state, they become even faster. I asked you guys over on the Discord a while ago what you would like to see be done with the channel. I obviously want to make stuff that I'm interested in, but I also want to make sure that you guys are pleased with the content. So make sure to leave a comment below giving me some ideas. It can be Pokemon related or not, we'll throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Bushel, the spotted quall Pokemon. Bushel used to live at lower altitudes, but were forced to retreat into rockier terrain to escape the threat of humans and invasive species of other Pokemon. Bushel are now found higher up in the mountains, and have developed powerful muscles for climbing and digging to make small dens in cliff faces. Their short hair does very little to protect them from the cold wind, so they usually work together to dig their dens fairly deep into the rock. Because of this, paleontologists will sometimes follow Bushel tunnels to conserve energy and resources while looking to discover new fossils. We still have a lot of Pokemon left to make for our region, and I have a lot of ideas lined up and ready to go, but at some point I'm gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel if I don't keep adding more concepts to the list. So do you have any ideas for environments that haven't been covered in our region yet? How about animals you'd like to see be added to the roster? Let me know in the comments below. Camoflora, the evolved form of Bushel. Shortly after evolving, Camoflora worry significantly less about the cold compared to their previous evolution, and in fact gain an appreciation for it thanks to their new foliage. But these leaves have advantages other than protection from the elements. Camoflora is also able to change the color of its foliage, allowing it to camouflage itself as a pile of brush when hunting. Along with this cover, Camoflora also benefit from acrobatic movement, keeping itself hidden in high places. When finally given the opportunity, Camoflora will pounce down on their prey from the shadows, saving themselves the trouble of a fight. 65 Pokemon down, 86 to go. How do you guys think I did? I know there's a big hole in the Pokedex until I finish the evolved forms of Zephyr, but don't worry, I'll be covering their designs next, and possibly, as long as the video isn't already too long, I might throw in the next gym leader as well. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out. If you want to take a crack at drawing any of the prompts I've done, or want to send me some artwork to help flesh out some of my worlds, please send them to me over on my Twitter, or come talk to me over on the Discord. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.